Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we get started, remember, if it hurts, don't do it. If your doctor or physical therapist has said not to do something, please don't do it. We're here to have fun. We're here to celebrate our movement one last time. Deep breath in and exhale. And relax. We're going to get into working from our head to our toe. We're going to warming up our body. So we'll just start with a nice little chin. Again, getting our neck stretched. Bring our chin to our shoulder and come back up to center. And then chin to our other shoulder. We're only going as far as it feels good for us. And then come back to center. We can try again, stretching that just a little bit more. Bring that chin to our shoulder or just looking over your shoulder, just as far as it feels good. And come back to center. And then one last time to the other side. And come back to center. We got my turtle stretch. We're going to bring our chin to our chest. And then stick our neck out as far as we're able to. Again, we're like turtles. Tucking our head inside our shell. And then sticking our neck out as far as we're able to. Sticking our neck out of the shell. And then we're getting to our shoulders here. We're going to bring our shoulders up, squeeze them back, and then press them down. We'll just do that one more time. Bring your shoulders up, squeeze back, and press down. We have another fun new one that I'm going to show you. I call this the laser pointers. We're going to point our fingers up to the sky. You can't see the finger in the video, but that's okay. And we're just going to do a nice little tight circle here. So we're going to try and brush our ear with our arm as we circle around. And then once we get about 3 or 4, we're going to go the other direction. So you might feel this in your shoulder opening up just a little bit more. And then switching sides. So again, bring the arm up. I call it the laser pointer. We're pointing our finger up to the air. And then again, nice little circle. So it's like we're torturing our cats at home with the laser pointer, just going in a circle and then go the other direction. Nicely done. Trying to brush our ear as we come across. Nicely done. We'll get into some of our arm motions. We get some wrist circles. You guys are used to me saying this, but this is a great exercise to do when you've been driving. Not while you're driving, but when you've been driving. Just kind of loosen up those hands a little bit. Also when you've been sitting at the computer for a long time too. And then we'll get into our fist and fling. We'll bring our fingers out, wiggle those fingers, ball them up into tight fists. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Fling it out and open and close those fists as fast as possible. So what I like to say, this is like we're gathering energy. We're going to wiggle the fingers. We're sending out energy and we're gathering energy. All that positive energy here. We're going to take a hold of it. We're going to take it in. Thank you, everyone. And then getting that negative energy out, we're just going to fling it out. Sprinkle it on the garbage. Sprinkle it on your garden. That's all it's good for. And then let that go. Nicely done. We'll do a couple of deep breaths in, opening up those shoulders and those arms. And then going in towards the bottom, towards our hips and our torso. So one of my favorites is our genie twist. So again, I dream of genie. We're going to twist to the side. Again, keeping our torso or twisting our torso, keeping our bottom half as still as possible. And then come back to center. And again, we're only going as far as it feels good for us. And then come back to center. And we're going to switch our arm position. This is where we can get a little bit of that stretch. See if we can go just a little bit further. And come back to center. It might just be an inch further. It might just be a quarter inch. Just getting a little bit of a stretch in here. And come back to center. We got another new one that I'm going to try out here. Again, twisting our torso a little bit. Our hands are going to come out. We're going to twist to the side and then bring the opposite arm to opposite knee. Come back up, twist to center. Twist again towards the other direction. Opposite arm to opposite knee. Coming back up. Let's try that one more time. You're gonna twist around. Bring that opposite arm to opposite knee. Come back up, twist to the other side. Nicely done. And open up. We're gonna stay in this position. This time I'm gonna put one arm up, one palm up, one palm down. I'm gonna kick my hips towards one side, reach my arm towards the opposite wall. And then come back up to center. Let's rotate those palms. The other palm goes down, the other palm goes up. Kick my hips to the side and reach. Nicely done. And come back up. So let's try that just one more time each. Reach. Again, reaching with our hips towards one side and our hands towards the other. And come back up center. Last time. Nicely done. And we're again going into a little bit of our lower body here. Get into our knee circles. And you can do one of two things. Just get like tiny little circles here. You can also just do little quarter squats if that feels better for you. And if you're doing circles, just go the other direction. And release here. One last exercise. You may want to have a chair or your wall handy. We're going to lift up through our calf circles. We got 4 positions. We got our flex, our point, our in, and our out, or inversion, eversion, and then connecting all those dots together. Once again, go as full range of motion as you can. And then let's go the other direction. And shake that off. And let's switch sides. It's over. We got the point, we got our flex, our inversion, our eversion, and then connecting all those dots. Trying to make sure you guys can see this in the video too. And then let's go the other direction. And shake that off. Okay, get into a nice march. Take a deep breath in. And as we get started, we're going to get into those little quarter squats here. A great time for me to remind you of my motto here. You know you've got it if it makes you feel good. If you can say that phrase, that's the phrase that pays. You're in that sweet spot. You can also make it just a little bit more intense, coming up onto those toes. So when you're ready, come up on those toes. You want to make this a little bit more intense? The best way to do it is to add some arms. The more we move our arms, the more intense our workout's going to feel. These are always just options. The other way is to add some coordination and balance. So again, we're going to come up onto one leg. Nicely done. Here for 3, 2, 1, and let's get march it out. Have some water on hand. There's a water fountain outside. Feel free to take breaks as often as you need to. You do not need to wait for me to call for a water break. Once again, go at your pace. And we're going to get started with a nice lateral step here. I'm going to go back to my oldies and my favorites here. Mainly because trying something new on the video is likely to not go well. So we're just that nice swing here. Once again, this is what I call our base. At any time during the workout, feel free to come right back to here. It's a nice step touch. This will be a chance for you to catch your breath, to bring your heart rate down, or just again, to make sure you can catch back up with us in the workout. So we're going to do a little bit of traveling or a little bit of shifting here. When we do that shift, we're gonna do a nice 3-step towards the left wall. And again, staying right here, nice heel step and a toe tap. Add in some arms, that feels good. Just nice little push and pull. Nice job. We're here for 3, last 2, and 1. Let's get a nice step touch here towards the front again. Once again, go into that sway. And then gradually, get a nice little kind of 3-step, step towards the right. And then when you're ready, add that push and that pull. Remember to breathe. Last 3. Last 1. Coming back to that center. And we're going to start adding on from here. So you can stay here. If that feels good, you can use this as a little bit of recovery, active recovery between our little sets. But if you also would like to, we can again get a little bit more intense here. A little nice little heel tap out front, pushing out. And again, also if you want to add a little bit more, pushing out towards, again, the more you move your arms, the more intense this will feel. And then step touch towards the side, going into that heel tap. And this time we're going to bring that back leg all the way up to our chest. And once again, adding just a little bit more with our arms. You can bring your opposite elbow to opposite knee. Nice. If you want to take this again, just one more step further, bring both of those elbows. Again, what we call a goal pose, bringing them in. Here we go, last 3. Last 1. Again, I'm going to take step touch here. Shift back to the front. And going into that step touch here. Again, adding that push or up high. Nice job. Again, please feel free to make this your little recovery if you need to. And step touch towards the right. Nice job. Once you're ready, again, bring that rear knee. So again, ideally is your left knee. Bring that all the way up. Again, you can add that opposite elbow to that knee. Or as that option too, level 3, bring in both knees or both elbows. We're not jumping here, no jumping. Both elbows to your knee. Last 3, 2, last 1. Get that step touch here. And again, get that little recovery. And then adding on, if you want to, that little skater. You can, again, bring your hands pretty low or bring them up all the way. Nice job. We're going to start shifting to the left again. Nice little step touch here. So once again, my left leg is out front. And this time, I'm going to bring my left leg to a hamstring curl. And again, want to add some curls here. I call this move our golden curls. We've got the bicep curls and our hamstring curls. Nice job. Last two. Last one. Shifting back to the front. And again, you can stay right here to step touch or add that skater. And then shifting to up in the air. Nice job. I love seeing everybody do what feels good for them. Nice job. Keep it up. And shifting towards the right this time. Once again, with that left leg. Got that hamstring curl. Add that bicep curl if it feels good. Those golden girls, golden curls. Nice job. Last two. And last one. That was last three. Okay, to the front. Nice job. We've got one more here. And for our front here, again, we can do a nice little side. Again, we got our arms. You can do no arms. That's a great option. We've got our half jack or all the way up. Nice job. And we're going to shift to the left one last time. 3, 2, 1. All right. We did our knee up. We did our hamstring curl. Now it's time to combine those two together. So we got hamstring curl, knee up. And again, you can stay right here. This is a great workout. Getting a lot of coordination here. Want to add those arms, press them up, press them down. Nice job. This is our last little push on this side. Last 3. Last one. And let's be able to step it out. Again, step it out if you need to. Recatch your breath or go into that side all the way or half jack. Nice job. Shifting to the right. This is our last one here. Again, stay here if it feels good. Go to that hamstring curls and knee up. And then adding the arm up and all the way down. Push up, press down. Nice job here for last 5. We get a break here. Last 2. Last 1. Let's get a shift up front. Let's ease back into that break. Take that deep breath in. March it out. Grab some water. And we're going to go over today. We have time for one of my other favorites. Make sure I give myself some room. And make sure you give yourself some room here. We got PJs, Charleston. So we're going to start with our left leg. We're going to lead with our left. Take an extra step. Lift up our right leg. and step back, and then tap with our left. So lead with left, raise up our right, and then tap back with our left. Raise that right. Nice job. Again, keep it nice and slow if that feels better for you. That is perfectly okay. That's like you. Keep it up. If you want to, raise that, again, raise that tempo. We got a good song here for that. If you want to kick back up the tempo. If you also want to add that coordination, you can add some arms. Nice job. And again, one last thing to make this a little bit more intense, let's get our brain involved. We can add that coordination. So we got up, out, and back. So raise those hands up as we lift that knee, back as we point that toe back. Nice job. Nice job. We've got 3 more. We got the hang of this now, right? You know what that means? This is the last one. March it out. Again, you can salsa to the music. Now that music is making me want to go a lot faster. So we're gonna do it on the opposite side. Again, taking our time. We're gonna this time leading with our right and then lifting our left. Tap back with that right. Nice, you got it, you got it. Slow it down if it feels better for you. Add those arms if you like. And then add that coordination. Let's work our brains to get up, out, and back. Left leg up, right leg back. Nice. And you know what this means? We got the hang of it. Everybody's looking great. Doing your style. That works great. We've got 2 more. Last one. And let's tap that out. Grab some water. I just can't help it. We're going to do a little bit of a cool down here. Getting some mobility and then bringing down that heart rate as we move into balance and strength. So as we do these exercises, remember again, trying to bring the heart rate down. We don't need to go super fast. We don't need to pick up the pace. Again, work on some mobility. So we're going to doing what I call start the mower. Reaching across our body towards our knee. And then slowing it down. Again, that little reach. Step it out. Nice job. And last one. Let's go to the other side. Moving again. Move it, move it. Again, just trying to get a little bit of that mobility in our back and in our shoulders as we get ready for our strength. And then slow it down just a little bit more. Nice job. Last 2. We're going to go overhead now. So again, we can do it alternate sides. Nice. And then slow it down. Do that stretch in here. Last one on each side. And stepping back. So from the side, it's gonna look like we're just tapping back here. But as we slow down, we're gonna push those hands out. Press that heel into the floor. Nice job. Last two. Last one. Yeah, step that out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We're into our balance. And I wanted to end with one of my favorites. I have several favorite balance moves. So what we're going to do on our Arctic expedition. So what we're going to do, again, we're looking for some Arctic wildlife here. And the first animal that we're going to see is the puffin. So let's have our chairs available if you need it. You can use the wall, whatever is available. But I do ask you to challenge yourself as much as you're able to with your balance. So the first animal we see is the puffin. So we have our wings out. Again, you can hold on to the chair if you need to. We have our wings out. And we're just going to take a little step, heel to toe. Or, yep, heel to toe. Just take a little step. So again, feel free. Use that chair if you need to. So we're going to wings out like little awkward puffins flying around. And then bring those feet together. Take a breath. Here comes the challenge. We're going to go backwards. So this time we're doing a toe to heel. Nicely done. And bring our feet back together. The next animal that we see is going to be the beluga whale. So it's just like the puffin, but belugas have a unique ability to turn their heads from side to side, just like humans do. So as we lift up our leg, we're going to look over to the side, then heel to it, and then lift up the other leg and look to the other side. Again, really glance, get a little bit of that neck stretch in here too. So again, looking over that shoulder as much as we're able to. Bring that foot up, look, and press down in front. Last one. And let's bring those feet together. Take a breath. And then if you're ready, let's go forward. Try and do that backwards. Again, bringing that knee up and stepping it backwards, looking forward. So looking over your shoulder as you raise your leg. Last one. Nice job. We got a couple more. Some of my favorites. So our next favorite, again, I love all Arctic animals, let's be real, is the polar bear, the largest land carnivore. So we're going to make ourselves a little bit bigger, coming up onto our toes. If you want to, again, making yourself bigger, whether your arms out or arms all the way up. You can just practice, again, just walking on those toes, come down onto your feet when you need to, but come back up. Again, raising those legs a little bit too. Again, come back down when you need to, and try to hold it up here. Nice job, great job, everyone. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and march that out. We got our reindeer, which are the opposite of the polar bear. So we're again coming up onto our heels, pressing those toes into the sky. Let me see if I can get the. Here we go. Now the video can see it. Marching right here. Again, hold on to the chair if you need to. So we're just clogging around like the reindeer. Come down to those feet, march it out if you need to. We're gonna come right back in. We're gonna do a little quick balance here. So when we get nice quick hold it up and press down. And hold this leg up, press it down. Again, hold on to something if you need to. Nice job. March it out, last time. And march it out again, just get those feet down, march it out. And we have one last animal. We have the Arctic fox. They're gonna be the little sneaky ones. So it's very similar to our puff and walk, but we're going to get a little bit of a squat in here. Raising that leg up, holding it, and then pressing it down. Again, raise that leg up, still in that kind of crouch, and then press it down. So we're sneaking up on our prey as carefully as we can. Nice job. Hold it up and press it down. Nicely done. Bring our feet together. Last thing we're going to do is squat down, do our fox sneaking back. So raise that leg up and then press it back down behind you. Again, have your chair if you need it. Hold it up and then slide it back. Last time. Nicely done. Take that deep breath in and exhale. Let's grab our chair. And hopefully see if we can make this work. Go ahead, grab your chair, grab a drink of water, and we'll get started with our strength training, starting with our ankle weights. And our first exercise will be our sit to stands. So once again, getting ready for those, we're going to have our knees at least two fists apart, width apart. You can have it more, drive out those knees. So again, we want at least 2 fists between our knees. We also want to keep our chest up so you can press your hands over. You can pump some iron as we do this, or you can just do it, me and Martha. So just pray we get through these. So we're going to pressing those hands together. This actually kind of gives you a little bit of leverage. Go ahead for a standing position all the way, and then coming back down into that chair. So the key for strength, and you'll hear me say this throughout the program, is that it's all about control. When we're doing cardio, we're kind of just letting momentum take over. With our strength, we are in control, not just with the lift, but with the lower as well. So we're going to come nice and slowly into that chair, placing ourselves, and then keeping those knees out, keeping our chest up as much as possible. Nicely done. If you need to skip a repetition, that's great, that's fine. We're aiming for about 8 to 12. I'd rather you do 4 really, really good ones than 12 poorly executed squats. So here we go. We got 2 more. And we got last is sit down. We're going to stay standing here. Stand on up. Take a breath. And let it go. So if you're wearing your ankle weights, carefully come to behind your chair. We're going to go right into our calf raises. We already did a little bit of calf raises, but we're going to do these with weights now, again, with control. So you can still practice some balance here, but once again, we're adding that control factor in. So we could probably plop down to the ground all day long, but when you're on control our descent, just as much as we're controlling our ascent up. Nice and controlled. There we go. Power up and come back down. Last two. And our last one. See if we can hold at the top and then slowly bring it down. Perfect. Let's turn towards our chair as we get into our zebra kicks. I'm going to tap one toe behind me and then glue my knees together. This is going to help really isolate my hamstrings. We're going to work on those hamstrings and then just prop it up. Nicely done. So a lot of people used to call these butt kickers, but we don't want you to feel like you have to raise all the way up to your butt. We want you to go to your full range of motion. So if that's right up here, just a little bit off the ground, that's great. That's like you. If it is all the way up to your rear, that's fantastic too. We're just going to our full range of motion. We got two more. And last one, release that. You can shake that out a little bit. And we're going to switch sides. There we go. Coming into the other side again, tapping that toe back, gluing those knees together, and then raising that leg up. So you can also use this as a little bit of a balance challenge as well. So you can use, again, coming up on one leg, you can let your hands hover over your chair. And when you're ready, when you feel confident, go ahead and place those hands on your hips. Nicely done. Let's remember to breathe. I like to breathe out as I'm lifting up and then breathe in as I'm returning the weight. So exhale, inhale on the way down. Last two. Last one, and shake that out. We've got our single leg lifts. So what we're going to do, get a little bit situated here. I'm going to hinge forward, so keep that back straight. Place my hands on the chair if I need it for support. All of my weight's going to go into my left leg, and then my right leg is going to lift up. So what I'm actually doing here is kind of pivoting. I really want like a diagonal or a straight line between the top of my head to the tip of my toe. So even pivoting. Now, if you're feeling this only in your back, a great modification is just to stay upright and kick that leg straight back. That is a great modification. We'll get targeting the glutes a little bit more. Last two. Last one. And shake that out. Then switch sides. So again, we can hinge forward, keep that back straight. All of my weight now is going into my right leg, and I'm lifting the left leg up. You'll see me often doing this. I place one of my hands behind me on my back. This is again to help me keep my back not just straight, but also level. So sometimes you'll see me kind of tilt forward and then tilt towards the ground. Again, keeping that back not just straight, but level. Again, feeling it a little bit more now as I'm focused on that. So we got two more. Last one. And coming back up, nicely done. We've got my favorite, our Jane Fondas. So we're going to stand up nice and straight and standing facing forward, and then just lifting this leg up to the side and lowering it down. So once again, this is the key, is we're in control, not just of the raising, but we're in control as we lower that leg too. This is where we're going to definitely feel it in our glutes. So we could swing our leg a lot longer than we can lift it and lower it. So that is the key. We're going to lift it up and then we are going to lower it. So if you're struggling to control the descent, you don't have to lift that leg as high. You can lift it a little bit lower and then control it in. Last two. Last one. Oh, and I'm feeling it. So go ahead and pound that out if you need to, and then switch sides. Again, once again, standing up nice and tall, lifting that leg and lowering it back down. Now this is, again, targeting our glutes a lot, but we're also trying to work what we call our ad and abductors, again, the inside and outside of our thigh. So to really target that, we really want to make sure that our toe stays pointed forward. So I often say lead with our heel or lead with your ankle, kind of pigeon toe your foot a little bit to make sure we stay in really good form and really target those areas that we want to strengthen. Here we go, last two. And last one. Shake that out, pound it out if you need to. We're gonna come back to the chair, grab a drink, but we're gonna keep those ankle weights on. So just one more exercise. We're getting into our knee extensions. So I'm going to sit up nice and straight in my chair. And I'm just going to lift one leg up into the air and then bending at the knee, bring it back. So here we go, pairing our breathing again. We're going to exhale as we lift, as we extend that leg, and then inhale as we bend the knee. So actually the only movement should be coming at the knee joint. Again, so keeping our leg as still as possible, just bending and straightening that knee. Again, sitting up nice and straight too. So I like to use the coming back in as a reset. Sitting up nice and tall. Push up. As I return in, I sit up nice and tall. Nicely done. We've got two more. The last one. And release. Nicely done. So we got another side though. So we're going to press that up. Here's again a good opportunity for us to learn ways that we can modify or strengthen our legs without adding weight to our weight bracelets. That is by simply letting that leg hover, letting that foot hover over the floor. Don't think you can quite see it in the video. But I'm just again, rather than placing it down on the ground, I'm letting it hover just a little bit. And that again, gives you a little bit more time under tension for that knee joint. Works my quads just a little bit more. Here we go, last two. Last one. And shake that off, pat it out. And we're going to switch on over to our arms. So get some water if you need to. Switch out your weights. Place those ankle weights somewhere where you won't trip over them. And we will get into our bicep curls. So for your bicep curls, we often do these in a chair, but if it feels more comfortable for you to do them standing up, please do what's comfortable, do what feels right for you. But whether we're standing or sitting, we're going to glue those elbows to our side, open up our arms as much as we're able to. Shoulders are going to stay back, and we're going to engage that core too. So engaging the core sometimes lets us forget to breathe. So what we're going to do is remember to breathe by exhaling as we press those arms up, and then inhaling as we bring them back down, nice and slow. So tight core, but exhale, and then inhale as we bring it back down. So we're really kind of working on this resistance. So even if you're wearing lightweight, if you're not wearing any weights, you can again really intensify this by slowing down our descent. Let that resistance take over. So pressing up and then slow down as we take that deep breath in. And then exhale out. And deep breath in as we slow it down. So it's like we're fighting gravity. We go, nicely done. Last two. And then inhale. Last one, we're going to hold it here at the top and slow it down a lot more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Moving into our triceps and our rows. So you can come into our chair. I'm going to show you from the side. You can do this from the front of your chair. So I'm going to place my left hand onto my right knee. And I'm going to do this so I can bend forward, but keep my chest up a little bit. So I do want this leverage here. I want to change my angle of or center of gravity here. My right arm is just dangling at my side. I'm just going to scrape it up from the row and then bring it back down. So I'm really kind of, actually, even though I'm moving my entire arm, I'm actually working my shoulder and my back. So exhaling as I pull up, inhale as I bring it back down. Nicely done. Again, squeezing that shoulder blade. Kind of keeping the elbow as close to my body as possible, but it's going to come right on up. There we go. We've got 2 more. Last one. And return it down. You can shake that off. Let's stay in the position. We're going to go into our rows. So we're going to come back up into that row. I'm going to glue my elbow to my side. So I'm going to stay in this bent over position, and I'm just going to simply straighten out that elbow and bend it back in. Now, one of the reasons I really emphasize on this leaning forward is that this motion is exactly the same as our bicep curls. But instead, we are leaning forward. So we're now suddenly feeling it as we straighten the arm and then relaxing as we bend it. So we're working our triceps, the opposite side of our biceps. So we've got 3 more. Last one. And relax it down. Do what I call a chicken dance. So kind of stretch out those shoulders and switch sides. I'm going to take my right hand this time, place it on my left leg, lean forward. So again, still keeping that back straight. My chest is still up, but again, breaking that center of gravity. And then my left arm is straight down, and I'm just going to bend it, or bending the elbow, but then all this movement is coming from the shoulder. So really squeezing that shoulder back, feeling it in my upper back, feeling it in my shoulders. Nicely done. I'm going to pretend like there's a giant glass wall right beside me, that if I were to press my elbow out, it's going to bang up against the wall. So again, keeping that arm close and squeezing that shoulder. With exhale, as we bring that arm up, inhale as we release it back down. Last one. And release. And you can shake that out a little bit. Stay in this position though, or at least get right back into that position. And come back into that row. Once again, I'm going to glue my elbow to my side and then just kick back straight back. Again, leaning a little bit forward so that I can feel this in my triceps. So again, another thing to do is that glue that elbow to our side to help protect our shoulder. Something that we can easily do is impinge our shoulders, especially with this exercise. So again, protect those shoulders, keep that arm close to your body. So just going straight back and then bending the elbow. Nicely done. We've got 2 more. Last one. And release it back down. And again, chicken dance that out a little bit. And then final exercise, we've got our lateral arm or our arm raises. So we're going to a standing position. It's our bonus at the stand. I'm still standing. So we're going to set ourselves up for success. We're going to roll those shoulders back. Roll those shoulders back and then raise those arms up. So for this, we're actually going to tighten our core. Exhale as we lift those arms up. Inhale as we bring them back down. Roll the shoulders, tighten that core. Exhale, and then inhale as we bring it back down. Nicely done. Roll those shoulders. We're only coming up to shoulder height. Look at our superhero pose. I agree with Amy. It's our superhero stance here. We're strengthening our superhero muscles here. We've got 3 more. Again, exhale as we lift up. Inhale as we bring it back down. Last one. Nicely done. Shake that off, kind of roll it off. Go ahead and take those wristbands off. Grab some water. And we're going to take a deep breath as I switch our tracks. Where is it? There it is. So as we take our deep breath in, again, thank myself for showing up. Thank yourself for showing up. That's like you. The hardest part of every workout is showing up. So if you're here, you are above and beyond a large percentage of the population. We're going to take another deep breath in. Close your eyes, and then as we exhale, we're going to check in with our body. We're going to head, neck, shoulders, knees. See what might need a little extra attention today, either during our stretching or when you get home. Then open your eyes. We're going to start with our shoulder shrugs. So bringing our shoulders to our ears, and then exhale, pressing them down. We're going to take a deep breath in, feeling that tension that we just built during strength. And then exhale, release all that tension. And last time. And feeling that weight just kind of release through to the floor. And now we're going to stretch out our neck. So this time, rather than bring our shoulders to our ears, we're going to bring our ears to our shoulder. So nice and slowly. If you need to deepen the stretch, just straighten out your opposite arm. And then come back up to center. And we'll go to the other side. So again, bring the ear to the shoulder. If you need to deepen the stretch, just straighten the opposite arm out. And come back up to center. Nicely done. We're working on stretching up our arms a little bit. So we're going to open up these arms. So a lot of us can just hold it here. I do like to place one hand here in front of my palm. I'm not putting any pressure on here. I'm just keeping that arm open as I stretch my forearm here. I'm taking a deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to switch sides. And again, another option, as I'm noticing, is just opening up straight here. Still feeling that stretch in our wrists, but just maybe a little bit easier for us. Whatever works for you, that's great. And release it down. We got my favorite hip opener. So we're gonna straighten one leg. We're gonna straighten out one leg, and I'm going to see if I can, here we go. I'm gonna place my ankle either across below the knee, maybe above the knee. And if you still feel like you want a deeper stretch, go ahead and bend this leg back in. Then you can again place your hand on your bent knee here, or on your crossed over knee. We're not putting a lot of weight on there. We're just opening up this hip. And release that back down. Let's try the other side. You're welcome to try out all three positions again, because each leg is a little different. And each day is a little different. So you might find you're a little bit tighter. I'm a little bit tighter on this leg today. Every day is different. Again, not putting a lot of pressure. I'm just opening up this hip. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale. And release it down. And we're going to come into our quad stretch and tricep. So what we're going to do is from the side, I'm going to place my foot, dig it into the floor so that my knee is hovering over the ground. And then I'm going to press my hips forward. And I'm pressing that leg forward to feel that stretch in the front of my quad. If you want to deepen this, we can stretch the arm. We can add a tricep stretch. So I'm going to just grab that itch that's in the center of my back. You know the one. That might help it down or reach behind me, whichever feels good for me today. And then slowly release. And switch sides. So again, digging my foot into the floor, knees hovering, I'm pressing those hips forward to get that stretch. Reaching up, getting that itch, getting that tricep stretch. Taking that deep breath in, and then exhale as we release. Coming slowly up, very, very carefully. You can have your chair handy if you need to for a little bit of extra balance. We're going to do a nice deep calf stretch like we did during the cool down. We're going to press one leg back. We're going to glue that foot to the floor. If I want to deepen the stretch, I'm just going to bend the front leg, so keeping that heel on the ground. So really stretching out the back of my calves, back of my hamstring. Then we can add a little bit of a breathing exercise, so hands out. Taking a deep breath in as they come up, and then exhale as we let go and come back up to center. So this leg is going to come back, heel is gluing to the floor. I can deepen the stretch by bending my front leg, and then take this a little bit further, taking a deep breath in. Hands come up overhead, and then exhale as we release. We have one more bluish stretch. We're gonna get onto our thighs. So wide stance, arms out. We did this during the warm up, stretching out and getting a little bit of a torso stretch. And stretching, reaching for the, again, either the knee. If you can reach the floor, that's great. But again, reaching for that knee, coming back up to center, taking a breath. Reaching again towards the knee. If you can reach the floor, that's fantastic. And come back up to center. Nicely done. We're going to close up with my favorite, our bear hug. We're going to reach back, reach back, reach back. Take that deep breath in, and then exhale, embrace ourselves, rock ourselves from side to side. And then take a moment to notice which hand is on top. We're gonna stretch those arms out again. Deep breath in. Exhale, other arm comes on top. Rock yourself, pat yourself on the back. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Last time, we're gonna take a deep breath in. Come up on those toes. Climb the ladder and exhale. Nicely done. Thank you so much.